Hey guys, Luke back with another questline guide. This one's going to be a 100% walkthrough of the Mages Guild, ensuring we don't miss any spells or items that you can get from it. And I've already done the Dark Brotherhood and Fighters Guild in the same way, so if you want to see those, check the channel out. And with that said, like it if you like it, subscribe for more, and we can go ahead and start the Mages Guild by heading over to Anvil at the Anvil main gate, right by the big tree. Just right nearby it, next to the Fighters Guild, is the Mages Guild. We can go ahead and head in. Talk to the first person you see.
Hello there.
Join the Mages Guild. Yes, I want to join the guild. And I'm just going to exhaust this dialogue here. Say yes, you're ready on recommendation. Alright, now that we've exhausted most of this dialogue,
you too.
We can now go ahead and head out to the next location, and I'll show you where that's at. It's at Bruma Inn. Alright, now here I am at the next part of the quest, over at Bruma Inn. So head up to the north, just slightly above Anvil. And then head on in and talk to Ariel.
Morning.
She's this one here.
Oops.
Hello, Stricerico, if any... No.
How quaint.
Speak
Hello
to this
there.
guy.
How do you... Well...
Hit bed. I'm a merchant. I'll take it.
Bye. Pardon
She'll
me.
talk to you, and just make sure you say, yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Go upstairs,
How
and
goes
then
it?
rest in the bed. This will just make the NPC get up here quicker to chat with us.
Hello there. All right. Once you... Should you... Once...
And now I'm going to rest one more time. And then we're going to head outside and go along the road, and then there's going to be an ambush.
What's your story?
And we're going to get ambushed by that elf lady that was in there. Right here, as you can see. Wait for her to talk to you first. Take her key. And now we can go ahead and go back to the Anvil Mages Guild to turn in the quest. But if you want, you can take her key to her room in that inn. And there's a chest in there with like 30 gold or something like that. But now we're going to head back to the Anvil Mages Guild. So head back.
So...
Rogue Mage.
You, though I...
And that's the recommendation complete for this place. Now we're going to head over to Bravil,
You too.
which is just right over here. Alright, now here I am outside of Bravil Mages Guild. Right over this way, like I said. And if you want to know where it is on the local map, it's just to the bottom left over here before the bridge. And we're going to go in and talk to the Argonian lady. Here she is.
Hello.
Say, I'm ready.
I'm...
And then I'm going to exhaust all of this dialogue. Get used to doing that throughout this quest line. There's a lot of that. Alright.
Make sure Varen hands over that staff.
Now we need to go talk to Varen. He should be marked for you. He's probably not going to be in the same place for you as he is for me. He sort of wanders around. Oh, there he is.
What do you want? Can I help?
And you'll need to raise his disposition to 65, otherwise he's not going to give you a tip.
We'll see. Hey, I appreciate the gesture. I don't... Tell
Alright, now we can go back to the Argonian lady, let her know.
How are you?
Hit this.
Get
And now
that
we can go
staff
over
back,
to
Associate.
Talos Plaza, over in the Imperial City. So head over to Talos Plaza District. Alright, now I'm outside of Soros's house, and it's just right near the gate when you first come in over to the left. And we're going to go inside, and we need to raise his disposition to 70. And then I'm going to buy the staff off of him for like 200 gold because it's easier. But you can also just pickpocket the key off of him and stuff like that and get it other ways.
Arcane Universe. Good day,
So raise his disposition.
Well, isn't that sweet of you?
Mage's
Look,
staff.
That's a good...
He says he'll give it to you for 200.
I'll just take the money.
Oh.
Now I
I've
have
been
the
hearing
staff.
disturbing
And like I
tales
said, you
about
can steal it
Oblivion
and stuff
gates
from him.
opening-
And we're going to go back to Bravil now, so head to Bravil. Alright, now I'm back to turn in the quest and get the spell reward
Greetings,
Captivate.
Do you at your end?
And you don't have to do this here. This is another quest that's not related to the Mages Guild. And there's Captivate. I'll show that to you. Right here. Charm on Touch. And now we can go ahead and head to the next Mages Guild, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do Bruma next. So head to Bruma. Alright, now I'm over in Bruma to do the Mages Guild here. And if you don't know where that is, it's up to the north. Up this way. And the Mages Guild itself is up right here, next to the Fighters Guild. This is the door you come in usually. Head on in. Alright, then once inside, you can go over and talk to her.
Why, hello. You must, if you, and if I...
Just exhaust the dialogue as usual.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
And now we need to talk to Volinaro. Not really sure where he's at. But he should be in here somewhere.
Hi there.
There he is. Talk to him.
Volinaro.
You'll need to raise his disposition to 70 before he'll tell you about where he is.
Please, go on.
It's already 80 for me.
You want to find Aura, and that's you help with.
Do the dialogue as usual. And now we can go
Let me know
upstairs.
when you're done with that little task.
And if you didn't notice, he gave you that spell right there called Minor Latch Crack. Let me see if I can find it here. This right here. And you can use this to open the lock upstairs. And this desk is where you'll find it. Right here. Take the book back down to what's-his-face. Make sure you don't get caught, by the way, stealing. Otherwise, you get kicked out of the whole guild.
Have you?
Give it to him.
You.
And now we can go ahead and go downstairs after we exhaust this dialogue.
Don't forget. Be down here at 10 p.m. I'll see you then.
And as he said, wait till 10 p.m. once you go down into the living quarters. Then you can talk to him.
Ready to find Jaskar? Just.
There he is.
Hello there. Please, we think. Well. Goodbye.
And now we can go back up. Look for the lady we were talking to earlier. Not sure where she is. She might be up in her room up here. Sleeping.
Any luck?
Turn it in.
You'll have you for and don't.
And that's recommendation complete. And we can go ahead and go to the next one. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do Cheydinhal here. So head over to Cheydinhal, just next to Imperial City. Alright, now I'm over at the Cheydinhal Mages Guild, and we're going to go ahead and do it. So head over here. Here's what it looks like locally. Just go around the corner. There's a statue right there, and then the guild's right here. Head on in, and we need to talk to Falcar. This guy.
What is it?
Recommendation.
If without
Whoops. Ring of Burden.
be seen.
And we need to talk to
Hi
Deetson
there.
now. Just away from
Good day.
him, so they can't be near each other. They just need to be not in line of sight. So let's hope this guy just starts walking away somewhere. There we go.
I have a feel.
Talk to her.
You'll
Recommendation.
be here's and if
Vidkin. Go back to him.
The roads near Anvil are...
I find.
Recommendation. And he gives us the
Thanks to
key.
Cheydinhal and her
Now that we have the key, we can go back to the well. The well's just behind the building. Go down over to here, loot this body. It'll be the Ring of Burden. You'll notice it has 150 weight to it. So you may become over encumbered. I found the Ring of Burden. I should return it, so go ahead and do this. And I'm all the way over encumbered, so it's going to be slow, so I'll just probably skip to being back to him. Alright, now that I'm back inside, I'm going to talk to her and then go downstairs. So talk to her. Ring of Burden, Vidkin. And Recommendation. She's going to write us one.
Farewell.
You can go ahead and drop the ring now. So I'm going to do that real quick. Head downstairs. Instead of finding the recommendation letter, we end up finding black soul gems in this drawer right here. So we need to take those back and let her know. Talk to her.
In our
And she went ahead and completed our recommendation for Cheydinhal. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and do Chorrol next. So we're going to head over to this place. Alright, now I'm outside of Chorrol Mages Guild, which is right here. This is where it's at locally, just right nearby where you first come in. Right around the corner. Right here. Head in and we need to talk to Tikius. And that's this guy.
What is it?
Recommendation. And I'm just going to exhaust all this dialogue.
Make haste. I wish to be rid of Erana as soon as possible.
And now we can go outside and talk to Arana.
What is it?
She should be marked for you.
Yeah. There's a bet. It's you.
Whoops.
You again.
Meant to hit yes.
At the book you've reached. Hi.
Go inside. And we need to talk to Tikius again.
What? What? Should make haste.
And now we need to go up to Cloud Top, just up this way, so head up north. Alright, now I'm up here at Cloud Top, up this way. And we need to go grab a book off a burnt corpse, right here. Take that. And now we can go all the way back to the Mages Guild. Alright, and now I'm back over at Tikius, and I'm going to tell him about the book. Here's the book. And now I'm going to go back over to the other lady, and she's going to be mad that I gave it to him and asked me to steal it back. Here she is, at the Grey Mare. Tell her you gave the book to Tikius. She's going to be mad. Say I'll go get it. Now we have to steal it back. So head on back over to the Mages Guild. And then we need to make our way up to the 3rd floor. So head up to the 3rd floor all the way at the top. And now we're going to look for his book, which is inside this room. Check the chest, right here. And now we need to get the things we need to create the spell, which is a Weldkin Stone and a Shock spell, and I'll show you where you can get that. Head over to the Skingrad Mages Guild, and we're going to go get them from there. I'll show you where that is once I'm over there. Alright, now I'm outside the Mages Guild over in Skingrad, which is just over this way. From the gate where you first come in. Right there. The Weldkin Stone that we need is right here. And this person is going to be annoying, so I'm going to push him out of the room. Or wait for them to stare another direction. Open this. Take the Weldkin Stone. And we also need a Shock spell. I have one already, but if you don't have one, you can purchase one here.
What can I interest you in?
Spark. And now we can go back to the Cloud Top and make the new spell. Alright, now I'm back at Cloud Top, and I've ran into a bit of a problem. Because of my birth sign, which is the Apprentice, it makes me take 100% more magic damage. And this thing is one-shotting me, and I can't survive, even with the 20% resist shock on my boots and a 20% resist shock potion. I still die in one hit. Chances are you'll probably survive if you don't have the same sign as me and maybe have a little more resist gear than I do. But I'll show you me dying to this because it does show the spell popping up. Fingers of the Mountain there. And like I said, it's not even a really good spell. I just wanted to show you for completion's sake. But you'll probably survive it. I know I don't because I'll die right now. But with that said, that's how you get that. And we can go ahead and go over to the Leyawiin Guild. Alright, now I'm down here over at the Leyawiin Guild. And we're going to go ahead and start it to get our recommendation. Head south, down over this way. And the local map looks like this. Just head to the south from the top gate down to here. Head on in. Talk to Dagal. Should be around here somewhere. That's a Gada. There she is.
You seek work without would you?
Yes, I'll help. And I'm going to go ahead and just exhaust the dialogue, as usual.
Farewell.
And now we can go ahead and talk to basically every person here.
You see, I know.
Alright, now we need to head over to Fort Blue Blood over here to the east. So head that way. Alright, now I'm over at Fort Blue Blood, right here. And I'm going to go inside. And we need to go in here and find a Marauder Warlord. It's going to be other Marauders, like this one.
You won. It's a fight for death.
And they have some decent gear on them.
Showing your face was the last mistake you'll ever make.
Yeah, we need to continue this way.
Jump on my sword while you can.
Looks like he's marked for us now.
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
And you can see he's wearing some ebony gear. I'm not sure if he'll have the same gear for you, but he had 3 pieces of it for me. And you also need this key. Use the key. And we need to find a coffin. Careful of the wisps. Well, that's awkward. I don't have enough magic to cast right now. And I missed. Hold on. Alright. Check the coffin. You'll get probably a random item. Probably won't be the same. But here's the amulet you need. And now we can take this amulet all the way back to the Mages Guild. Alright, now I'm back at the guild. And I'm going to turn in the quest. By speaking with her first. And then doing Searstone.
always keep your mad farewell.
And now we can go over to the other lady. She's probably upstairs.
Nothing hit.
Seer Stone. And now we have our recommendation.
With the voice, it will be.
And we can go ahead and go over to Skingrad next and do that one. Show you where that is. Up this way. Alright, now I'm over in Skingrad. Just outside the Mages Guild. We came here earlier to get the Weldkin Stone, so you should know where it is. And I'm going to go upstairs and talk to a lady in blue. Her.
Hello, I try.
Recommendation, yes, I'll do it. Or Thor. And we can now go speak with the other NPCs and try to get a tip.
You want? Yeah.
He didn't give it to us. Talk to this person. Maybe they'll give it to us.
I hear. Oh dear.
Nope.
I'm here to help if you need me.
This one?
What? I have. It's just that you.
She gave us the cave location right here. Now we need to go back and talk to the lady up here again.
Greetings, you're here. Oh, I'll be here.
And she gives us a spell
How do you do?
called Weak Fireball. You can see it up there. And now we can head up over to Bleak Flats Cave. So head over there. Alright, now I'm outside the cave, and I'm going to go in and exterminate a bunch of zombies inside. Once they're all dead, we can escort the guy. Don't forget this little left cubby room right here. Oh. So that was the guy we were supposed to escort. I accidentally knocked him unconscious thinking he was a zombie, so I'm going to wait until he wakes up. Alright, now that he's up, I can say, okay, follow me. And now we're going to go ahead and escort him back to the Skingrad Mages Guild, so just go ahead and do that. You should know the way out. Alright, now we're back to turn the quest in. Talk to this lady. Turn it in. And we got our recommendations done for all the guilds around the place. Now we can go over to the Arcane University. And here it is. So head over that way. Alright, now I'm over at the Arcane University. And I'm just going to go ahead and head on in and then look for Raminus Paulus. This guy.
What? Hello, associate.
Go ahead and do recommendation. And now we are a part of the Mages Guild, and he should give us our apprentice robe. You can see it top left there. And now we need to go ahead and grab the task and then go to the next place, which is Wellspring Cave. So do task. Alright. Wellspring Cave is right over here, so make your way over that way. Alright, now I'm over at Wellspring Cave, and I'm going to go in and kill some Necromancers and get a key. Loot this body right here. Grab this key.
Who's there?
Head over this way. Then head out the store. That's what the key's for. There's going to be 3 Necromancers out here that we have to fight too. And then once those 3 are down, loot the stone chest right here. And that's where you'll get your unfinished staff. And now we can go ahead and return back to the Arcane University. Talk to Raminus again.
What? You let they I'll need now.
Alright, now we can go ahead and make our staff by heading this way. Go in here. Talk to this guy. Mage's staff. And then you'll have to make a choice between what kind of staff you want. I'm just going to do destruction and maybe shock. That's what I want. And then your staff will be based on your level as well. So whatever level you are, it'll scale to you. And he needs 24 hours to make your staff. So go ahead and just do the 24-hour wait. Alright, now I'm back at the guy after waiting 24 hours.
Welcome. Yeah. Be seeing you.
And you can get your staff along with some other stuff, like a tome and some scrolls in here. And now we can return back to Raminus and get our next task, and that's called Ulterior Motives.
Well then, I have a new before in accordance with
And you can get your advancement.
You do not yet farewell.
And our next task, he did not give us, because I didn't have it yet. There we go.
Good day.
Our next task is Ulterior Motives, and we need to go down over to Skingrad, so head down to Castle Skingrad. Alright, now I'm over at Castle Skingrad, and I'm just going to go inside. And then we need to talk to this guy right here,
Hi there.
Mercator.
Yes. Oh, now that never.
And now we need to wait 24 hours and talk to him again. Alright, I waited 24 hours, and now I'm going to talk to him again.
You there. The count. He wishes it would be follow the. I'll buy sweet rolls from.
And he told us that we need to go outside of town and meet the count at 2 a.m. right here. So head over to that spot exactly.
Baker any day.
Okay, now that I'm at the spot exactly, I'm going to go ahead and wait until 2 a.m. So go ahead and wait till 2 a.m. Once it's 2 a.m., you'll see him sort of appear from behind that thing.
Just in. We're not so.
Go ahead and kill him. Talk to the count.
You at least. Just. Yeah. Perhaps now our.
Alright, now we can go ahead and go all the way back to the Arcane University. Alright, now you can talk to Raminus again and get your Spelldrinker Amulet as well as a promotion.
Have you been? See, I must have. Look at the top for that. We were. We look at.
Do advancement.
Your services to the guild have not gone unnoticed. As of this moment, you have gained the rank of Evoker.
Now you're an Evoker. Go ahead and take the next task. Say you're ready.
I thought Erlov should be waiting.
And now we need to go talk to that guy. Somewhere around here.
Welcome. Please, excuse me, but I need a moment of your time.
You're about Vahtacen, are you? It's a damn.
This guy
The last I didn't.
should be marked for you. He's not always in here, but he is sometimes. And he gave us a key, and now we can head over to the Vahtacen over here, just underneath Cheydinhal. Make your way. Alright, now here I am at the Vahtacen, and I'm just going to head on in. Head down this way. And like most of the other quests, it's going to be a lot of talking between two people. Talk to this lady. Go to the other guy. That's over this way. Talk to him.
Careful. Send you in. Good. Bye.
Back to her.
If they're...
Back to him again.
Be what you want. Okay. This is kind of exciting.
Loot this chest.
Think?
And take Elevate Magicka, Sever Magicka, and Snowball. And now what we need to do is do a puzzle in here, and I recommend doing a quick save before you do it, just in case it bugs out. And what this means that you have to do is look at these. They all have different names. Molag is fire. Mafre is frost. Magicka Loria is damage Magicka. And Magicka Sela is elevated. So we need to cast the spells in that order right here at this wall. So get your fire spell out. You can even use a staff. Now I need to do frost. And I'm just going to do cold touch. That snowball thing you picked up earlier works. And now we need to do damage Magicka. Sever Magicka. And then elevate, which is here. And that will bring the pillars down. Head on in here. Alright, once you get in here, just start killing stuff. Careful of the trap floor here. Step on the pressure plate. Once you're in here, just go to the opposite side of the room and pull that switch up there. It's going to make these stairs lower, or raise for us, rather. Hit this. And take the Ancient Elven Helm. And now we can go ahead and return back to the Vahtacen. Alright, now that we are back, we can talk to this guy. Talk to Raminus. Take your advancement as well. I accidentally clicked it, but I was going to. And that gives you Robe of Conjurer. Then do Tarmina.
Report back as soon as you can.
We're going to go talk to Tarmina. Talk to her.
Look, now. Take care.
Grab the book that's sitting right here. And now we need to go back to Raminus. Necromancer's Moon. And he's going to ask us to talk to the lady that's in the room right now. Right, her. Lothiel. She might not be in here for you. Alright, and now we can go over to the Dark Fissure. Oh, forgot to tell Raminus about this. Talk to Raminus again. And now we can go to the Dark Fissure, which is over this way. Underneath Cheydinhal, so head there. Alright, now here I am, outside of the Dark Fissure. And I'm going to go ahead and head on inside and fight some Necromancers. Just one of them. take his handwritten note. And we can go ahead and just turn around. And we're headed back to the Arcane University. Back over here, so head there. Alright, now I'm back at Raminis. I'm going to turn the quest in.
Have you been? So I shall. You have.
And that's the quest complete for that. And we can go ahead and get our next advancement to Magician. And then take our next task,
Arch-Mage Traven.
which is to seek out Arch-Mage Traven by going up through here. Now we can go ahead and talk to Traven, which is right here.
Greeting, Ram. I now. Are you? The cat.
And he gives us our next task.
Make haste.
Liberation or Apprehension. And now we can make our way down over to Ninyan Twill down here. Just underneath Imperial City. And then from here we just need to go inside of this place and kill some zombies.
You.
He was not supposed to survive that. It's like a scripted death. Somehow he survived. So keep moving forward and look for stuff to kill. Through here.
Oh, I'm a... And I agree. I shall...
Kill her. Let me make sure she doesn't have a key or something on her. There we go. Head through here. Hit the switch right here. It's gonna open this up. And then you'll find the guy in here as a zombie. And now we can go ahead and return back to Traven and tell him about his fate. So head back to the Arcane University. Alright, now I'm back to turn in the quest. Back at Traven.
What news? What? Why that? What? I said.
And now we need to go downstairs and talk to Raminis and get our promotion.
Good day. Your role within
And now we are a Warlock.
evermore is
And now we can go back to Traven.
There is a.
Take the next one.
Count Hasseldor.
And now we're headed over to Count... What's his face over at Castle Skingrad.
Shield.
Alright, I'm here now and I'm going to talk to the Argonian.
You are here to.
Something on your mind?
What do you? Count. When we are.
And she'll be bringing him back. So I'm just going to hang out and wait. I'll just skip to him being here.
welcome, Guild Mage.
Alright, after waiting some time, he's finally here.
Circumstances. I fear this. The info. Very.
Exhaust all the dialogue. And now we can go ahead and head out to this place, Bloodcrust Cavern, and it's just actually right outside the doors. So head over there. Alright, now I'm outside of the place we needed to go, Bloodcrust Cavern. And we need to go inside and kill some vampires, all of them. And make sure you grab at least one vampire dust, because you'll need it as proof. Take the vampire dust.
Hello? Who's there?
You can check these guys for loot. They have some pretty decent stuff. She had some ebony greaves on her. This guy has an ebony warhammer. Might not be the case for you. I'm actually not sure if it's randomized loot or not. For this part. And that's all of the vampires dead. And now we need to deal with the vampire hunters. And to do that, head into town and then go to Two Sisters Lodge. I'll show you the local map. Right here. Down over this way.
How are you?
And we need to look for the main vampire. I think it's this one. Or vampire hunter, rather. Say, yeah, that's right. I have some information for you. They're already dead. Here's the vampire dust. And now we can go ahead and head back to the Argonian lady. And like before, we have to talk to her and get her to bring the count back by waiting for him to come to us. Wrong guy.
You have completed your tasks for the count.
Please wait while I inform him. So I'm going to go sit right here and wait for him to come. For me, the quest bugged out and the lady didn't go talk to the guy. She just kind of went inside this doorway and is standing there. Right here. She just won't move or do anything. So I'm going to run over to the Count's room and talk to him directly. Just got to find it. I think it's this way. That's the dining hall. Here we go.
So the work. You.
Alright, that should be everything. And now we can return back over to the Arcane University. Now that I'm back at the Arcane University, gonna talk to this guy.
The council is the king of all.
I can go now. Gene.
Come see me when you.
We get the quest A Plot Revealed, and then they set a marker up in Bruma. So let's head up to Bruma at the Mages Guild. And now I'm outside Bruma Mages Guild. And we need to go inside and discover that this place is now on fire. And there's going to be some wraiths in here, so be ready to fight them. And make sure you hit this body right here for this part of the quest. And then make sure you do this body as well on the stairs. Otherwise, the person at the end won't spawn, or they'll just be dead. Head through here. Killer. Talk to this guy. And now we can go ahead and go back to the Arcane University. Now that we're back, talk to this guy. And now we need to go down and talk to Raminus. And then we can get an advancement.
It's my pleasure. Truly.
He advanced us. Now we go back to the other guy. And he also gave us the spell called Wizard's Fury. and I'll show that to you. This one here is like a tri-element thing. Talk to him.
At the word, other the neck.
Necromancer's Amulet, Bloodworm Helm. And that gives us 2 quests. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Necromancer's Amulet first. So we're going to head to Fort Ontis.
Well,
And that is, let's find the marker, over this way to the west. So head over to Fort Ontis. Alright, now we're outside of Fort Ontis. And I'm going to head in, and there's going to be some guys in here that are at first friendly to you. And they actually end up turning on you, so you're able to just kill them on the way if you want. That's what I'm going to do.
Hello.
greetings.
Through here. Might have a key on them. Yep. Talk to this person.
Good that what I
Killer. Take the Necromancer's Amulet. And now we can go ahead and go back to the Arcane University. So make your way out. Alright, now I'm back to turn in the quest. Necromancer's Amulet. And now we can go do the other one he gave us earlier, called the Bloodworm Helm. And to do that, you just need to go to Fort Tallyman, down over here. And this is over near Leyawiin, up to the north. So head to here. And like the other quests, this one is just going to be going inside and then fighting some more Necromancers. So go ahead and head on in. Take this guy out real quick. Through here. Kill this guy. And loot the body right here in between these 2 fires. Get the Bloodworm Helm. And now we can go ahead and return that helmet back over at the Arcane University over here. Alright, I'm back at Hannibal. I'm going to turn it in.
Have you? I shall.
And we need to go back downstairs and talk to Raminus and get our next advancement.
Greetings. Pleasure to speak. I can truly consider
Master Wizard.
you have
And head back up. Take the next task.
Word in this.
It's called Ambush.
Farewell.
And now we can head down over to Cylorn near Skingrad, just outside of it. Head here. Alright, I'm over at the location. And once you get here, you'll see 3 people, so go ahead and talk to them.
Good day. Take care.
You have to wait till they get over to their position, and then you can talk to them again.
This is it. We were with that base. What? Oh, Traven, if I
And now you can check what their abilities are and then assign their position accordingly.
have to admit.
Better with an axe, so she's good up close.
Okay, let me.
At your service. I can manage with a weapon or with spells, but I've really been working.
Okay, I'm going to position him in the back then.
Yes. I'm.
And I think she's just spells
Well,
too.
Things in the
Whoops. Did keep your distance for her. Don't think it really matters that much. And now we just stand here and wait for Falcar to come out. And once he's out far enough, they'll attack him. And then make sure you kill him before he runs away. Got him just in time. There's the key. And make sure you take the black soul gem. And now we're going to head back to the Arcane University. Over here. Alright, now when you talk to Hannibal, he's going to soul trap himself into the gem. And then you need to take it to Echo Cave.
Will you succeed?
And make sure you grab the gem off of his body before you go. Like I said, we need to go to Echo Cave, and that is down over here towards the north near Bruma. Head there. Alright, now I'm outside of the cave, and there should be a guy right outside the cave that you need to kill.
If you see
Grab the key off of him, and now we can head inside. And now we just need to make our way through the cave, killing enemies up to the final boss. Keep on moving. Put on the wrong staff. And this is the boss room for the final boss.
I see. Perhaps I have.
And he just talks to you. Let's go ahead and fight him. And make sure you check his body, because you can get the Staff of Worms, which lets you reanimate a target, bring somebody back to life. Here, I'll show it to you real quick. Oh, helps to be in weapons. There we go. Looks pretty cool. It's got like a skull grasping its face on it, on the end. And then you can reanimate, like I said. And now we can go ahead and return back to the Arcane University. Alright, now I'm back at the Arcane University to turn in the final quest, Confront the King. And as soon as you enter, Raminus will talk to you. That's not Raminus. This is. Take that ingredients collection quest and then head this way. This is how you unlock or get the information about the enchanted chest that's up in the mage's room that you just unlocked. And you also got the Arch-Mage's robes right there. And hood.
What can I
Do this.
Ah, yes.
I'll let her
Arch-Mage
explain it.
Journeyman was quite fond of making potions in his spare time. So much so, in fact, that it became difficult for me to meet his needs. I finally accommodated him by enchanting a very special chest for him. You'll find it in the Arch-Mage's quarters. Once a week, place a single ingredient in the chest. After 24 hours, you'll find a sizable quantity of the ingredient available for use. Do be prompt in collecting them, however. Anything left in the chest for a full week will be destroyed. And before you ask, yes, this only works with ingredients. Be very careful in what you place in that chest. I can't be held responsible.
Now she said we now have an enchanted chest in our Arch-Mage's room. And we can use that to duplicate any alchemy ingredients. Any of the non-super rare ones. And I'll go upstairs and show you the Arch-Mage's room. Head up in. Here is your new Altar of Enchanting. You can use this to enchant your items with special effects. Like so. And then over here is the Altar of Spellmaking, and you can use this to create special spells for yourself. And you can customize the spells pretty well here, so have fun with this. This is actually the funnest part about the Mages Guild, is getting this thing right here, because making your own spells is a lot stronger than using most of the base ones. And I believe this is the enchanted chest. That's where you put your alchemy ingredients for duplication. And that is pretty much all of the Mages Guild. Full quest line complete. And I'll go ahead and show you what the robe looks like. Looks like that. And yeah, it's complete. If you liked it, leave it a like. Consider subscribing for more guides like this one. I think I'm going to do the Thieves Guilds next. And with that said, see ya.